Hi people, and hello my Chili con Carnage crew, it's Chili here, and I'm the man who produces Iron From My Eyes, and this is a 5-minute review on the Lords of Black newest album, Mechanics of Predacity. I hope I pronounced that right. I have no idea who these guys are. I just figured that with a name like this, there must be some kind of Sabbath influences on hand, right? Well, Lords of Black are a band based in Spain, and they do dap into that Sabbath a bit, but more on the DIO era, which is interesting because most bands would go about the first 5 albums, but alas, not the case here. We delve into an unabashedly 80s homage to metal on this record, the band's 5th album since their debut dropped 10 years prior, which is very impressive and consistent. Now, first and foremost, this is a pretty impressive album that shows a band that knows what they are doing, and given their track record, it's perhaps no surprise when experience and emotion come together on an album with such hard-hitting hooks, of course only shown through well-crafted songwriting. It's always a pleasure to listen to, even if the album teeters on the longer side, clocking in at nearly 60 minutes in runtime, but it's not too over the top. Perhaps a few tracks could have hit the chopping block, and as the listener it's easier to say these things compared to, I guess, being the artist, but that's just a minor observation I saw here. For example, the opening track, For What It's Owed to Us, is a solid song, but I feel like the following piece, Let the Nightmare Come, serves as the true opener with its raw power and massive guitar tone. One of the tracks I take issue with is Can We Be Heroes Again, which sounds rather cliched and can be somewhat superfluous in its simple drum pattern. It just lacks flair really. At least Crown of Thorns follows, and while also being a pure hard rock track at heart, it brings it back to the basics and in line with the tried and tested method of being big, meaty riffs, followed by guitar solos and a kick-ass drum fill before the bellowing of Crown of Thorns. Hell yeah, this song kicks ass. One of the most admirable pieces on this record is the song A World That's Departed, with its near 12-minute runtime, and sees the band go into proggy territory to pull this off. And I gotta say that the transition sections were well crafted here and seamlessly flow into their next parts without feeling too jarring. True masterclass on offer here, and of course great production. I would say that without a doubt the band are unapologetically in honouring their idols, and if you are a fan of DIO or 80s era Sabbath, then this really is worth listening for the joy of raising those horns, and of course it is well earned here. Overall, I would give this album a score of 7.5 million chilies on the spicy scale, with my favourite tracks being Let the Nightmare Come, Crown of Thorns, and A World That's Departed. With this record, we see a band that has gone into a grandiose production, and it sounds amazing. The bass is crisp and badass with its grimy undertones. The guitars sound larger than life, and the drumming is just powerful. It's everything an album in this genre of hard rock needs to be, and while the guitar tone might teeter into too much overdrive at points, it's not stupidly overwhelming. Still, it's an impressive album by the band Lords of Black. Congratulations, guys. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to us, and stay notified for future music related content because it keeps our manager happy at the end of the day. We are also on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and all those other social platforms if you want to check us out. As always people, you have a great day and stay spicy.